Transformers of Eternia.
You're watching Transformers of Eternia. Now today I want to talk about Hurricane Hordak and his release, and I also want to speculate on what's to come next after the Hurricane Hordak release. But before I do that, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And thank you for checking out my channel. Now back to the show. Okay, so we got the Hordak, the reveal of Hurricane Hordak in his box and all that stuff. And you can see the artwork on the back, and you can see in the back there, you can also see some characters that you might want in the future, and that is Dragstor is on there. So that is a big plus for me. I want him. And Dispara is back there as well, which is very cool that we're going to get a character like that or a toy like that anytime soon. And hopefully it will be a $20 one that has the head that comes off so you could see She-Ra underneath. But we'll see about that. But anyway, she's back there too, along with two other Horde-looking creatures. I don't know what those are. And also you can see the Fright Zone, and also you can see the Hordak Palace, or the Hordak whatever castle. I don't know what that is. Anyway, but this thing looks pretty cool. And I do like the punk rock head or whatever that's in there, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, this box art looks pretty nice. I mean, it's basically a deluxe figure in a box for $20, and I think this is on Mattel. I think this is a Mattel Creations, or maybe it's Club Grayskull. I'm not sure exactly, but anyway, it comes out on April 23rd. So yeah, that's going to be one of those date things that I don't want to wake up for because I got to work, but Mattel doesn't care anymore. So anyway, this is what he looks like. He looks pretty cool. He has a switch on the arm this time instead of on his back, like the original toy had a giant roll thing on the back. But this time he has it more conveniently on the actual arm. So you can actually do it right there on the arm instead of having to change everything about the torso and everything, which makes sense because that way the arms can pose and do all kinds of stuff and he doesn't have that straight arm and everything. But yeah, this looks pretty cool, and I always love Hordak. I mean, I do love the gold, the chrome gold armor on there. That looks really nice, and he just looks great. He does have that Hordak look. I kind of wish they'd make him with his mouth closed for in this one, but anyway, he gets the propeller with the bat wings on the left-hand side there, and he also gets the, I guess, the rock pick-upper. I don't know what you call that. Anyway, the big giant thing that he's picking up that rock with. So he gets different fittings. He's basically Trapjaw Hordak. But he really, this is a cool looking one. Because I didn't really like the other versions of Hordak. I only really liked this one and the original one. I mean, obviously, like the blue skin one is cool. But this one here looks a little bit better because it does make sense because he got the fitting on his arm. There you can see the spinning on the left hand side, and you can see him with the actual punk rock head on the right side, which that head looks really cool looking. I gotta say that really looks really evil looking. I like that. I think that looks like a good. I mean, I'm a big Hordak fan. Obviously, if anyone listens to this channel enough, they know that I talk a lot about how I love the Horde. So I'm this diehard fan of the Horde, and I always want to buy these figures for some reason. So I'm really into them. I really am not a Snake Man fan. I'm more of a Horde fan. So anyway, but this guy looks really good, especially with that head, that alternate head. I love that head. That looks so cool. And the spikes on it, it just looks so cool. He just looks really evil in that picture. And once again, his mouth is a little bit more closed. So he kind of looks more, I don't know, he just looks more grimace or whatever. Whereas the other one just kind of looks like he's got the mouth open going, oh, duh, you know. But yeah, so we got that. That's coming out. Okay, so the big point that I wanted to make for this video is who's next here, okay? Now, some of these figures already came out, but I'm just saying who is going to come up next for the Mattel Creations line as they get closer to the end of the Origins, doing the original cast of characters. They're getting down there now. So I'm going to do my speculation because this is a list of what somebody else made, but you know, I don't know for sure if this is what we're going to get overall. Okay, so my first up for speculation is Batros, and this guy looks really cool. I've always wanted to get this guy into my collection. This will be definitely a cartoon collection figure because he's a Filmation character. But he does look kind of cool, especially in the classics form over there on the left-hand side. But yeah, this guy is cool, and of course he's a great addition to the Horde, I'm sure. But the thing that I don't know is because this guy flies. So I don't know. We already have gotten kind of stuff like that already. And I feel like they're not, I don't know for sure if they're going to do a Horde member again after Hordak, after the Hurricane Hordak. So that seems a bit much to think about. The only reason why I speculate as Batros would be one is because Toy Habits had this, and they were talking about how there's actually a trademark renewal for this character. So that would make sense that they would want to do this character, and you know they're going to get to him eventually in the Origins line or the cartoon collection. But I mean, this guy, I'll definitely want to get this guy. This guy looks cool, but I just want to see when they're going to get to this guy, because I feel like they're not going to get to him right away, because Batros is very similar to Voltak, and they're both flyers, and they even kind of almost the same color here. So it's kind of like, it feels like it's overkill, like they're doing too many Horde members that can fly at the same time. So I don't know if they're actually going to do this, even though I would like to see them do him next. But, you know, I really always want them to fill in the Horde as much as possible and just get all the Horde members, as many as they can possibly fit in, because that's my favorite villains in the Masters of the Universe. I know a lot of people love Skeletor and his crew, and of course I love them too. But the Horde was always like a group that I just thought was so cool, and they always looked more sinister because of their black with the bat symbol, and you know, they got all these different elements. They're like more like monsters than anything. So it's just, I've always loved them. But yeah, I don't think they're going to do him. So I think maybe one of these two might be an option, though. Blast Attack or Stonedar. That's an option because they haven't finished the rock people yet, or I don't know what they're called. But so Stonedar would be actually a pretty easy fit because they already did Rock On. So Stonedar would be obvious that they have to do him eventually. And Blast Attack, he's a totally different character, so that would make sense for them to just do him now too, because that would be just kind of like out there, like kind of filling in the gaps of the classic characters that they haven't done yet. So I don't know how they're going to do him, because I imagine they're going to have him pull apart. I imagine in some shape or form. I don't know how they're going to do that though, with the posability and they would have to mess up the torso in some kind of way, so to where it just kind of comes apart. So I don't know what they're going to do with that for Blast Attack, because it just seems a little, I don't know. I'm sure they'll do it properly. So who knows what they're going to do with this guy. So up next is Multibot. They already did Modulok, so of course you know that they have to do this guy next eventually here. And this guy would be definitely something that I know a lot of fans would want, considering he has multiple ways of combining to make a different character, make the character however you want, basically. He's basically a Build-A-Figure, and that would be cool because Modulok was very cool, very fun, and I'm glad we got Modulok. I got multiples of him just in case I want to do customs or whatever. But I do love Modulok. He was one that I never had as a kid, so I'm glad that we got Modulok. But this character I was never really super into as a kid, because this is like, because we did Modulok, we have to do another guy, you know, and it's like, do you have to do two combining figures? Because Modulok, he's kind of like, he's just like special. I want him to be more special, and for them to come out with another like that is kind of weird. Okay, so now we did see on Hurricane Hordak's box, we did see Dragstor on there. So I know Dragstor is in the works. So that is going to be cool. I wonder if the wheel in his actual chest is going to work, because It's right at his waist level, so it's gonna be, he can't really twist his waist, obviously, if he's got a wheel in there. So I don't know how they're gonna do that. I wonder what they're gonna do. I don't imagine that they're gonna make it towards the wheel doesn't turn, so that's gonna be weird. But yeah, I'm sure they're gonna do Dragstor, and I don't know how soon he's gonna be done. But I don't know if they'll do him next because he's another Hordak member. And then of course there's Two Bad. The toy version, not the cartoon collection version. We still need to get the actual original toy version of Two Bad. And he has to be the origins, not the filmation style. So I imagine they're going to get to him eventually here too. And I do hope that they really do that one, because that one is something I really want, because I do have the cartoon collection one. I love that one because it's weird that it's two characters and combined into one. But anyway, in the cartoon collection in Filmation, they didn't do that, but whatever, for some reason they did that for this one. But anyway, that was kind of my list of things that I think that might be coming soon, like relatively soon. But tell me what you think. Who do you think is next? Because this is my thoughts. I just want to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. Just let me know. I wonder, are they going to start doing any other characters? I don't know if they're going to do any giants like Titus or something like that. I don't know if they're going to do that right away, but we'll see. But tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.